Now I'm really trying to encourage you to grow your own fresh fruit at home, and it's dead easy to do. Here's a classic example. There's 100 square metres, 10 by 10. There's 12 different fruiting varieties here, including beautiful green apples like this Granny Smith. And here's something a little bit different. This, well, it's not really a fruit, it's not a veg, it's actually a flower. This is the fig, and as you can see on the inside, that's the actual flower, and they taste sensational. And before you can get to this stage, you've got to get your trees, and you've got to get them growing properly. There's a bit of a trick to that. I'll show you what it is. Now you see, it's not that hard. You don't have to be Isaac Newton to be able to grow beautiful fruit at home. One of the tricks is making sure that you don't have any grass competing with the tree's roots around the base. So if you keep the grass right around to the drip zone, which is the outside edge of the canopy of the tree, you're going to get the best results. The other thing you do need to do is make sure that in this area you're applying a really good nutrient. And Yates, well, you probably don't realise this, but with Dynamic Lifter, they have a professional formula for fruit and citrus trees. Now this encourages really strong growth and supports the heavy fruiting. It's also very high in trace element minerals, things like magnesium, calcium and iron. This keeps your trees lush green and growing strongly. This orchard is a classic example of the wide variety of fruit you, your family and friends could be enjoying. There's apples, Granny Smith and Red Delicious, which are great for both cooking and eating fresh between February and May. The peaches and nectarines, they'll ripen between December and January, and apricots are an early summer crop. And then there's that edible flower, the fig. Well, it ripens for picking in March and April. If you don't have a big garden, well, think about growing trees in tubs. Citrus are brilliant in tubs, and you can see this is a kaffir lime. The leaves are used for cooking, and they are sensational plants. Now, they grow really strongly if you feed them on a regular basis. This Garden Gold is the perfect fertiliser. It feeds them for 3 months. You only need about a handful per plant in a big tub like this. The only other problem citrus get is citrus leaf miner, where the leaves get all deformed. Now you can beat that by spraying the foliage, brand new foliage like this, just as it appears. You use pest oil, you keep spraying it on a regular basis, your trees will look sensational. Growing fresh fruit organically is a brilliant way to go. Now, not only do you eat fresher and you get more nutrition, but you also save a fortune, because let's face it, fresh produce can be quite expensive. Now, coming up after the break, Nigel Ruck gets the tools out for a DIY project that the kids are just going to love.